What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have the 91 overall team of the season so far, Diego Carlos. He looks absolutely insane, and this was the #1 person I actually wanted to do a review on. He is going for 690k, and for me, that's actually quite cheap. He's got 90 pace, 93 physical, 91 defending, 87 dribbling, and 77 passing. Now, if you're telling me what's the one thing you want to upgrade there, probably he's dribbling by a little bit, but his pace and defending physical just make him as good as possible pretty much. He is 6'1", and I tend to go 6'2" minimum. But for me personally, I don't believe an inch is going to matter too much. The medium-high work rates, the perfect centre-back work rates, 3-star skill moves. I don't do skill moves with my centre-back, so I don't believe it's going to matter. The 4-star weak foot, though, is going to be really nice because I'm going to be able to cut onto the left foot and actually pass with it very consistently. Well, I do say, to be fair, the 3-star weak foot is enough to switch the ball, but 4-star weak foot, you know, it's just an add-on, let's all be fair. Now, he is on a anchor chem style, he is on 10 chem, 97 acceleration, 93 sprint speed. This guy's insanely fast and will be catching up to players like Adama, Ken, and James. Now, we're not getting into the shooting stats because he's got one good shooting stat, 92 shot power, which is not going to come into play. So let's, leave that to a side. Now, he's got 68 vision, 95 free kick accuracy, 98 short passing, 79 long passing, and 63 curve. Now, the one thing that Diego Carlos can't actually do that probably like Van Dijk and like Ogbono or Boateng can do is the overtop through ball from his centre-back position, all the way over to the wing. I usually tend to do it quite a lot because it works fairly well, and it's one thing Carlos is not going to be able to do because his long passing is not high enough and the vision is not high enough. But if we talk about the little RBAs into the middle, the little X balls from the fullback all the way over to the fullback, it should work perfectly. Now, dribbling wise, he has got 88 agility, and for me, that's quite big of a surprise because I didn't expect him to be that agile. He's got 70 balance, but it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, you're going to have to look at what angles you turn at, so that's the main thing, but I don't believe it's going to matter too much because 94 reactions, 88 ball control, 87 dribbling, and 92 composure. The 88 dribbling does make it be very close to his feet, so he should be turning quite precise, so that's why I'm saying the balance shouldn't matter too much. Now, the 92 interceptions is going to be very nice because he has the reaction time, he's got the reach, and he has the interceptions, and he has the 99 defensive awareness. This guy's going to be pretty much everywhere. He's going to be reading the lanes, he's going to be man marking, he's going to be doing what a centre back needs to do. Standing tackling wise, he has got 99 standing tackle, 97 sliding tackle as well, so that's always nice to see. He will put in a very, very strong standing tackle, and I will take come out of the ball 9 times out of 10. Now, he's got 99 jumping, 97 heading accuracy, 6'1". I would say 6'3" and below, he'll be out headering, and that allows me to obviously try that little near post header to see if it goes in. Not gonna lie, not the greatest at it, so I don't really expect it to go in, but it's always nice to try. Now, he's got 75 stamina, which means lasting throughout the whole 90 minutes shouldn't be a problem, especially with a centre-back role. In the centre-back position, you do not need a lot of stamina. A lot of people forget that, and they think, oh, you need 88 stamina. No. A centre-back needs like 72 or 73 minimum. He's got 75. It's going to be enough. The 99 strength will allow him to obviously body off most players, and the 99 aggression will actually make him win a lot more 50-50s. Now, today I have linked him up with Mendy, Saul, Rio, and Allison. If you guys haven't seen the Saul video, link will be in the description. I've also got the likes of Vidal, Dembele, and Firmino in this team. I will be using Diego Carlos, obviously in the centre-back role, in a 4 at the back, the 4-4-2, but it pretty much doesn't matter what formation we use because as long as he's playing in a centre-back role, it's going to be all good. So let's get straight into these games. I know he's going to, yeah, there you go. He's so fast on the ball, off the ball. That's something I can notice. He transitions really, really well, and I knew the guy was going to try to go near post there, so all I had to do was pretty much put him in the way. But the first thing we always do is just test how agile he is on the ball. Oh, he looks much nicer than like Rio Ferdinand and stuff. Yeah, he turns really good as well. Oh, that's a really good interception. I'm very unfortunate not to actually get a touch there, but there you go. There's the standing tackle come into play. He's so fast as a centre-back. It's ridiculous, and I can already see that sometimes I'm losing control of him because I didn't expect him to be this fast. Just read the run there. There you go. Good tackle and good follow through and really good reach. Oh my god. What can I say? He's doing literally everything perfect right now. This is the one thing I did want to test to see if he could switch the ball. I must admit, I did put a lot of power into it, but I didn't believe I put that much power into it. Nice, good block. Can I go in for a tackle one more time? He has followed through. There you go. The one thing that I'm enjoying a lot is, yes, his standing tackling so far hasn't been outrageous, okay? It's been good, but he hasn't really like got the ball over the first time. But the one thing I am enjoying is the fact that he's got that really high reactions and that aggression coming into play. So when Messi's in that animation, Carlos is already reacting towards the ball, realizing that he hasn't got it, and just goes and collects it instantly. Little press from Carlos there, really good press, and it's a really good standing tackle. Ooh, me just trying a bit too much, and Carlos actually got an animation there. There shouldn't be a pen because I didn't click a button, and we all good. Nice, really good block from him as well. Like, it's coming down to the fact that this guy's taking long shots, right? And I'm just pretty much putting Carlos into the right position, and he's getting unlimited blocks. Nice. You see how Giovinco literally had no time to react? All he did was take a touch, then he was about to instantly shoot. The fact that Carlos can get there from literally the fact that he took a touch and Carlos still wasn't there, then all of a sudden he was about to shoot and then Carlos is there, it just shows how fast he is. Once again, little press with Carlos. He's so good at pressing. It's ridiculous. And the fact that he's literally clamping up Giovinco. If anyone has seen that Giovinco review, trust me, go and see it. It's so hard to tackle Giovinco because he's so agile and he turns super quick and keeps the ball very close to his feet. So that is the one thing I absolutely loved about that Giovinco card. But Carlos right now is honestly clamping him up. Nice. I just stuttered him and he's fast enough to like stutter, then go read the passing lane or even go man mark the person. It's literally perfect. Onto Messi, there you go. I didn't actually touch him there. I didn't even move him anywhere. He was just at the right place at the right time. And that's his defensive awareness really coming into play. Just a little press. I'm going to read that lane. There you go. What you do there is just press him pretty much into a mistake. Then instantly go read that passing lane. And that's the way to make your opponent pretty much make so many mistakes. It's ridiculous. And Carlos is literally the perfect player for doing that. Onto that, look at that. Oh, okay. That's the balance coming into play, clearly, because he's doing some next level falling over animation. But I wanted to do that little press there to show you guys how fast he is. It's honestly insane, and I believe like Carlos is the fastest centre-back I have ever used in FIFA. I've never ever seen anything like this. Go on, read that lane. There you go. You see how he was behind him? He was even like 3 or 4 meters behind him. And still, he managed to get in front of him. Carlos straight onto that. Look at him. You can honestly press so well with him. It's ridiculous. And the fact that he can put in a very strong standing tackle is just a plus. But one thing I did want to try, even though my opponent's not playing, is he able to do this ball? He is. Okay. He hasn't got the greatest long passing and he hasn't got the greatest vision, but somehow he's still able to do that ball. And that's interesting. I'm just going to kick it out just to see, you know, the guy's probably going to leave. Just trying to read this lane and I've actually gone too far, but look at that strength coming into play. That's actually quite surprising because I'm still not used to his pace right now and he's insanely fast and I really can't get used to it because if I get used to it and then go back to people like Rio or Boateng, they will just feel insanely slow. And the fact that Carlos actually I wouldn't say outpaced, I was like overrun, let's say, the player there and still recovered really well, that's a big surprise. Go on, there you go. I baited that so hard. I acted like I was going to stutter with Rio, and then actually went in with Carlos. Don't ask me why I said Rio. So we have got a corner here, and let's see if he can win his header. He's 6'1". He's got amazing jumping and amazing heading accuracy. I am going to hit it near post. It looks very packed in the corner, to be fair. He does leap up. It is a yellow timed. We do end up getting the goal eventually, but if I green timed that, I actually reckon that was going to go into the back of the net. I can't believe how high he jumped for that, by the way. That's like his aggression coming into play, him wanting the ball more than any other player on this pitch. So it is time to review him, and let me say, This card is absolutely broken. If I'm being real with you guys, he is the second best centre-back in this game. Hands down. This card is so good, it's ridiculous. Now, for me, first, Team of the Year Virgil. Come on, let's all be real now. The Team of the Year Virgil is absolutely ridiculous. Second was Opara, for me personally. Opara was one of the most disgusting cards I've ever seen. But this Carlos, he upped it. 100%. This Carlos can do everything a centre-back can ever do. And it's the fact that he's only worth 690k is what shocks me the most. And I honestly can't believe how good he was. 6'1", he's got the interception reach, he's got the tackling reach, he's got everything that you need to have. He's also 6'1", and he wins a lot of headers with the amazing jumping and heading accuracy. The medium-high work rates, the perfect work rates, especially with the defensive awareness, it's beautiful. The 4-star weak foot. You can switch the ball with either foot, but you can through ball, over top through ball with either foot, and that was, like, for me, a big surprise. Pace-wise, unbelievably fast. Hands down, I would say the fastest centre-back I've ever used in any FIFA. He is stupidly fast, and I do definitely advise putting an anchor chem star on him and don't put an engine. I know you're trying to save the balance, but trust me, he does not need it. Passing wise, I wouldn't say he's the best passing centre back I have seen, but he is really good at it. He can do the simple stuff like X balls all the way over to the fullbacks, the RBAs into the middle, the overtop through ball down the wings are inconsistent, so be careful with that. Dribbling wise, he feels amazing on the ball, just turning, keeping the ball close to his feet, being very calm and composed with it. Defensive wise, interceptions out as well. Defensive awareness, beautiful. Standing tackling wasn't like top tier, like, you know, Team of the Virgils, but it was there. It's just it needed one of those ones where he would go in, tackle it, but then he would use his aggression and reactions to, like, you know, follow it through. And that's one of those ones that I didn't really like about that. But the slide tackling, unbelievable as well. Jumping, we actually had one header with him towards the near post, and he leaps so high. I've never ever seen anyone jump as high as him. Honestly, it was insane how high he jumped, and it was just a disappointment that I yellow timed it. Stamina wise, he did last throughout the whole 90 minutes. Strength wise, he was bodying players left, right and centre. The one thing I do say though, he doesn't get in a lot of occasions to shift the person because he has not got a bulky body as a centre back, so you can't really get into the contact instantly. He's got a thinner body, a player that is like, his kind of play style is, you can stay back, you honestly can. You can go in for a tackle, but don't expect him to get into contact. So don't expect him to get into the shoulder animation instantly like Virgil van Dijk does, like Boateng does, like Ogbonna does. Carlos is a player that you can rush out on. You can press the guy instantly and you will get the ball. Trust me, you will get the ball. The ball will not bounce off this card, and that's how good he is. Now, I have to give him a rating out of 10. It's kind of bait, let's all be fair. Me saying that he's the second best centre-back I've ever used. No, you know, it's a 10 out of 10. Come on now. Let's behave. Let's relax a little bit. He's clearly a 10 out of 10. The only thing I believe he hasn't got over Virgil is Virgil's got a bulky... Well, Virgil really hasn't got the bulky body in game, but he just looks bulky. And that's the main thing. Carlos hasn't got that thing to him, but I tell you what, if you link Carlos and Virgil together, it's game over. But if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and for now, peace.